Good morning, I'm Larry Prince. Hey, it's me! And today on Larry Prince Live, we're beginning a 4-part series on the story of Christmas. We've all read the stories from the Gospel of Luke and Matthew, how the baby Jesus was born, but we've never heard the story from the people who were actually there. I tried to get a hold of these people, but none of them would talk to me, and I think it's because of my bad breath. Anyway, I got the next best thing. We're going to meet the animals from the Christmas story, starting with my guest today, Doug Donkey. Doug, welcome to Larry Prince Live.
Thank you, Gary.
It's Larry. It's Larry.
It is.
Doug, do you remember meeting the baby Jesus?
He was the cutest, Larry. He had such great dimples.
You saw the baby Jesus?
Saw him, I carried him to Bethlehem.
I thought he was born in Bethlehem.
He was, but who do you think carried his mother, great with a child, across the desert?
Was it you?
It wasn't a jackrabbit.
I didn't think it was.
Can't imagine a jackrabbit carrying a pregnant lady.
Neither can I.
She'd say, "You mind if I hop on?" He'd say, "You mind if I hop away screaming?"
When did you know that the baby Jesus was someone special?
I knew he was special before he was even born.
How?
Because his mother and father, they talked about him all the way from Bethlehem. Couldn't stop talking about him. Most parents are like that, even if their kid is a goober.
Tell me about it.
Not all parents find out about their babies from an angel. An angel told Mary, "You're going to have a baby." Then went to Joseph and said, all that stuff that Mary said, it's true.
That's quite a story.
Tell me about it. I was stopping for a drink of water when I first heard about it. I was so stunned. I did a spit take.
Really? That's gross.
Shot water at my nostrils. It was kind of embarrassing.
Did you really believe he was a gift from God when you heard about the angels?
Well, I was skeptical at first. Most times when you hear guys talking about seeing angels, they turn out to be a little bit nuts. But this baby was born, and these shepherds came, and then some wise guys.
You mean wise men?
Larry, I don't know if they were wise. They brought gold and spices to a newborn. You know what a baby needs? Diapers.
Ah, that's true. They do need diapers. But you saw all these things?
Yes, and when I saw them, I believed this was no regular baby. This was a special baby, and boy, did he have a cute dimple.
Well, thanks for sharing your story, Doug, and we'll be right back after this one.
The 12 Days of Christmas are back here at United Bible Boutique. Buy one robe for 3 pieces of silver and get a belt 50% off. Shine like the northern star this holiday season with our new golden shawls. Don't miss out on our huge selection of sandals. These doorbuster deals have the angels singing praises, but it won't last long, so hurry in today.
Welcome back to Larry Prince Live. My next guest is one of the animals that was there in the stable the night that baby Jesus was born. She was born and raised in Bethlehem, and she joins us now live. Please welcome Clara the cow.
Thank you for having me, Barry.
It's Larry.
It is?
Yeah. Clara, I understand you live in the stable where the baby Jesus was born.
Oh, what a little angel face. He was so cute, had the sweetest giggle and that dimple.
You remember the baby Jesus being born?
I'll never forget it.
You must have been thrilled to see him.
Absolutely not.
What?
I was not at all thrilled with having a bunch of people in my house that night.
But it was...
All day long, Greg the goat kept saying, "The inn is filling up. They're running out of rooms." And I kept saying, "No way they send people out here. Stables are for animals, not people." But what do you think happened around bedtime?
People in the stable?
A man, a donkey, and a pregnant lady who immediately goes into labor.
She went into labor right away?
As ready as she was, I'm surprised she made it all the way to Bethlehem.
But she had the baby in the stable.
Oh yes, and it was very difficult to sleep when someone is giving birth.
Yeah, I guess so.
A cow has to have her sleep, Barry.
It's Larry.
And you can't sleep when someone's trying to birth a baby.
I see your point.
Oh, but when that baby was born, you just knew he was special.
You knew right away?
Well, the star and the shepherds kind of clued me in, but yes, the baby changed everything. The whole stable just felt different because of his presence.
I guess that made everything okay, huh?
Well, almost. I was still mad at the innkeeper.
What for?
Because you don't put a baby in a stable, especially if that baby is the Son of God.
Good point.
The innkeeper didn't get any milk for a few days.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and boy, were his customers mad when they didn't have milk for their frosted flakes.
Frosted Flakes? Who ever heard of Frosted Flakes in ancient Bethlehem?
Well, whoever heard of talking cows?
Yeah, good point. Well, we've been talking with Claire the cow, resident of Bethlehem, about her memories of baby Jesus.
Oh, that dimple.
We'll be right back with another amazing animal Christmas memory.
Tired of lugging your old donkey around. Try our new and improved camel. Long legs, get to where you need to go faster. 2 humps, less bumps. Comes in tan and brown. Giddy up.
Welcome back to Larry Prince Live. My next guest was not in the stable when Jesus was born, but he was there when God sent a special invitation to visit the newborn king. Please say hello to Sam the sheep.
Wee doggy. Thanks for having me, Jerry.
It's Larry Prince. Don't you know me from TV?
Shucks, no, Jerry. I'm a sheep. We don't got no TV out there in them green pastures. You know, the ones beside the still waters?
Is that near the Valley of the Shadow of Death?
No. These are the ones over by Bethlehem.
Ah, that's right. You were in the field when the angels came to share the good news of Jesus.
Sure was.
What was it like seeing those angels appear in the sky?
Oh, Jerry, I tell you, it was pretty. It was so pretty. Them angels came out of nowhere with their halos and their wings and them instruments. What do they call them things?
Harps?
That's the deal. Anyways, they commenced to singing, glory to God in the highest and peace on earth. It was the most glorious singing I ever done heard.
And what did the shepherds do?
Oh, golly, Jerry. They were scared. They were so afraid.
Sore afraid?
Golly, Jerry. They were so scared. They were just so afraid. One of them was quaking in his sandals. Another one hiding his eyes. One of them thought the angel had come to take him to glory, and he grabbed his heart and he yelled, "I'm coming, Elizabeth."
Poor fella.
Yeah, but they was real happy when they calmed down and heard what that yon angel had to say. He was all, "Y'all go see this thing that's happened in Bethlehem." And they was all, "Yeah." And I was like, "We should go see this thing what the angel was sung about."
Did you get to go with them?
Of course I did. I had to see this thing for myself, Jerry.
Do you remember anything they said?
Well, he was tiny. I know they said that. He was sleeping in the hay inside a manger. And he said he had the cutest little dimple. Oh, man. Afterwards, the shepherds headed back to the fields, praising God and telling all of us about the baby.
Amazing.
You know, Jerry, it always seemed kind of odd to me that why the good Lord would invite a bunch of smelly shepherds to see this newborn baby. I think about it. I think God was just being neighborly. He sent Jesus to make sure everybody knew that he was there for all of us, that everyone was welcome, even the smelly shepherds.
A beautiful message to end this interview.
And a smelly one. I mean it, Jerry. Them boys never bathed.
Well, thanks for joining us, Sam. We'll see you next time on Larry Prince Live.
Me?
No, the kids.
Oh, I got it. Adios, buckaroos.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnuts roasting,
La Nativité.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Welcome back to Larry Prince Live. We're wrapping up our special on the story of Christmas, and our final guest traveled a very long way to see the baby Jesus. But I think we can all agree that that was a wise decision. So, please welcome Cody the camel.
Thank you, Larry. It's a pleasure, dear boy.
You know my name?
Of course I do, Larry. You're a fine talk show host, and I love your work.
Do you know that you're the only animal that got my name right?
Well, you pick up a few things hanging out with the wise men.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's how I came to meet the new baby Jesus. You know, my master and a few colleagues spotted his star in the sky, and we all set off on a long journey west.
Did you know you were going to see someone special?
We most certainly did. They don't call them wise men just for being good Monopoly players, you know?
I guess not.
My master and his fellows had read the prophecies of the ancient Israelites, telling of the time and the way in which the new king would be born. As soon as they saw the star, they knew they had to have a look for themselves.
And the star led you to Bethlehem?
No, dear boy. It led us to Jerusalem. That's where the king is, you know. And he was quite puzzled when we asked about the newborn king. Thankfully, the king had some fairly wise fellows of his own. He opened the book of Micah to say, "You will find him in Bethlehem."
How wise of you to ask directions.
Well, being wise doesn't mean you have all the answers, but it means being smart enough to ask for directions.
So you go to Jerusalem and you see the baby Jesus.
Oh, little pumpkin head, he was so cute.
That's what I hear.
He has the cutest dimple.
I heard that one too.
My master and his associates brought gifts for him. They brought gold and a spice called frankincense and an oil called myrrh. He would bring eternal life.
They must have been overwhelmed.
I still get people today asking me about our journey. What did the star look like? How much gold did you bring? How long did it take you to get there? I tell them none of that matters. We are not the story. The gift is the manger is the real story of Christmas.
How true. Wise words from a wise camel. Thank you, Cody.
My pleasure, Larry.
This has been Larry Prince Live, and now you know the story of the animals of the Nativity. So long.